Good afternoon, everyone. You will be aware of a recent incident whereby a 12-month-old boy was admitted to the King Everett Memorial Hospital on Friday, October 26, with a head injury, with the baby subsequently flown overseas on Saturday, October 27th, for medical treatment. Initial inquiries into the matter led the Department of Child and Family Services, who first reported the incident to police, to make recommendations for the closure of the daycare facility where the child is enrolled. I am here to inform the public that using my power under the Children Act 1998, a letter has been hand-delivered today to the nursery involved to inform them that they are to cease operation until the completion of a police investigation. The Department of Child and Family Services takes these matters extremely seriously. The safety of our children is always our main priority. A letter will be issued to all parents this evening, indicating the closure as well as providing a listing of alternative registered daycare facilities. This will affect 29 children currently enrolled at this daycare facility. We are very concerned with the condition of the child, and our last medical update indicated that his condition has improved. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Any questions from the media?
You got it right down at the end there, Minister. 29 children enrolled. The others have been relocated, evidently.
Well, actually, in all, it's not 29, but 30 children enrolled, plus the one that got hurt. So there are 29 left. Now, what we have provided is a list of alternative daycare facilities. So hopefully this evening and perhaps early tomorrow, they will be relocated to different facilities.
Are you, Minister, able to disclose any information as to what prompted the ministry to take this course of action by closing the doors?
Well, the young child had a head injury. When he was picked up in the afternoon by his mom, he was seen to be acting a little differently. So they took him to the hospital, and then the Child and Family Services was called. Now, we have not determined yet if his injury occurred at school or at home, but better to err on the side of caution. Then under my ministry, using the powers that come under my ministry, I have made the decision that we will close the school until the police investigation has been complete.
Mm-hmm. So you say his condition is improved. Where exactly is he?
His overseas in a medical facility.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Minister.
Good afternoon.
Are you able to say, to name the nursery involved?
Not at this time. Once the police have finished their investigation, then we'll see where we go from there.
I guess if the investigation turns up that there was no wrongdoing on the part of the nursery involved, I'm guessing at that point it won't be named, or will it be named regardless once the investigation is complete?
I don't want to say regardless, but once the investigation is over, then we'll decide which course of action we'll take.
Are you able to say what parish it's located in?
Let the police finish their investigation and we'll go from there.
Sure. Letter was hand-delivered today, you said, so the closure will be effective tomorrow then? The doors will be closed effective tomorrow? Effective
immediately.
Okay. Were the parents of those other 29 children at the center, they were also notified then of the forthcoming closure today as well?
They will all be notified by this evening of the closure, and they have a listing of alternative placement.
Just to reiterate, you said earlier that this child had been picked up on Friday afternoon and was acting kind of different from how he normally is then, and that it still hadn't been determined if his injury occurred at school or at home. Are you able to speak at all about the nature of the head injury? Was this something that looked like it might have been a fall and he hit his head? Is this some kind of impact trauma then?
Well, it's not much that I can say other than, it was determined that when the child was acting strangely, he was taken to the hospital, and it was determined then that he had a head injury.
Okay. How are the child's parents doing right now?
Well, I haven't had a chance to speak to the parents directly, but at last check, I have been informed that he is doing better. So right now, it's the only information I've been getting is on the child.
Okay. And I guess as far as where this goes from here, the matter's now a police investigation, and any updates will come when they've concluded their investigation there?
Most definitely.
Okay. Appreciate that. Thank you, Minister.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, Minister. Can you
Good
just
afternoon.
confirm that the ministry is not 100% sure where their injury took place?
Well, the ministry at this time is not 100% sure, and this is why we are going to wait on the report once the police investigation is complete.
What do you say to those that say the ministry might have jumped the gun by closing the premises before actually having that fact in hand?
Well, actually, Dennis, it was a hard decision, but I would prefer to err on the side of caution, and I hope others could understand that.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, just one more. Has anybody spoken to, have the police spoken to the parents?
Yes.
And they've been, because at one point I thought you said a few minutes ago, it could be in the school or it could be at home.
Well, the police have spoken to the parents, and obviously, the parents said that when the child left home, he was fine, and people at the nursery are saying that they didn't notice anything strange until in the afternoon when the parent picked him up. So this is why there has to be a police investigation to determine how the child became injured.
Have there been any other incidents at this daycare center?
There have probably been a few other incidences, but at this point in time, I just want to focus on the injury of this child.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you, media.